Okay, mic test. All right. Glasses off. Okay. All right, I just gotta sort these guys out. Yep, gotta continue with this stuff. I got a lot of diamonds to make up for. And let's see here. Oh, what is the heck is my name? Oh, Cello Flare. Uh, Hey, Mega Joy, how you doing? Excuse me. It was a busy night last night. I actually didn't stream last night because I had enough stuff going on to kind of keep me busy. So, after finally dropping my daughter off at work and stuff this morning, it's like going, okay, alright, finally I can get this stream for a couple hours. Oop, gotta fill that in. Oh, it'll brighten up. Still hasn't even been a week since I kind of recovered from my sickness last week, so... Whoa. But yeah, soon the voices will return, and then everything will be back to normal. It's getting there, it's getting there. Mostly it's just the having energy to do something or anything. I mean, last week was like going, oh my god, I should have just AFK'd the whole week, you know? But then, of course, even last week, I wouldn't have gone from like 48 followers to 68 followers, because I still probably grabbed about 20 followers last week. So... And Tartarus is always kind of dead when I'm not around, so you know it's kind of the way it goes. Yep, dead Tartarus. You know, of course, technically, with Tartarus, you'd actually want to make a Titan joke. You know. You know, Tartarus isn't officially a hell. You know, that's the abyss and you know the 9 planes of hell and all that other stuff. Tartarus is just kind of stuck in between. It's the battleground between hell and the abyss, between devils and demons. Okay, depending on which kind of D&D that you view or anything like that. Whoa. There it is. Well, actually, Tartarus, I kind of ran into Tartarus because of what are called daemons. D-A-E-M-O-N. They're sort of kind of cross between demons and devils in a way because of Tartarus, you know. So... And, so that's how my whole thing of Tartarus and the Titans and everything like that all started out. And then it's like going, okay, alright. Then it became like my go-to place if people, you know, if I take the group to the Outer Planes, it's like going, oh, you end up in Tartarus. Let's see if you can withstand the will of Kronos. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. And today, Kronos' voice will be played by a cheap imitation of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me out. No, I should just like do recurring. That's like the most I've ever sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it's like going, wow, I'm just gonna have to keep doing jokes that involve letting Arnold out. Like, what happens when you accidentally leave Arnold's weights out in the snow? Let me out! Oh, otherwise, yes. Are you feeling lucky, punk? Let me out! Get off my lawn. Then let me out! God, I'm gonna play that stupid thing to death. Oh, goodness. Yeah, actually, I'll probably be rather creative with voices this week, just because I was doing this NPC who had a sort of an Arabic slant to his voice, kind of between an Arabic and like a cheap car salesman. Ah, my friend, you would like this. But I killed the guy off in D&D, so lo and behold, yeah, there was no major like really voice people for me to play last week. So there was just some normal, we met this group of elves and we met these traders and things like that, but there wasn't anything really weird. So it's like going, yep, now I'm gonna have to come up with my next new weird voice. But yep, as if you are watching, then you will see that once again I am mining. I just dropped 1,250 diamonds last night, buying a couple of things, and yeah. Yeah, bought some of the server perks, and it's like going, I've now run into enough times where I've accidentally died or didn't pay attention to my health, where it was in a really cool spot, and then, hey, I die and I can't go back to it, because the next time I wild spawn, I'm like 30,000 blocks away from it or whatever, so it's like going, okay, I bought the the flashback feature, and then if I was going to do that, I might as well get the workbench, so bought those two. I mean, I still got like 2 grand in diamonds left, but, well, almost 2 grand. I'm like 17 something or whatever, but, oh, it just don't feel right without me having like 3 just stored away. 'Cause that's usually what I have stored away, is I usually try to keep, 3 in the coffers. Don't know why, but, But I've already gained about 100 diamond in the little bit I played last night. Wow, they're charging like 3K for the godlike rank. So it's 3,000 in-game diamonds for godlike rank? Oh my god. But, doing this here, Well, I guess that's the advantage of being an adult. I can just fork out the money for it. I was just kind of like, why, after I bought the first, whatever noble rank, it's like going, why bother with like making 5 different payments? I'm just gonna pay the regular amount. So yeah, I'm on my plot that's underneath my sky base, and finally gonna dig out this a little bit. Try and fill in a few stacks of diamonds to make me feel better. And of course, this is the only one in the set of 4 I hadn't dug out yet for all the diamonds and so on and so forth, but ah, darn it, I didn't want to fall in. Now I gotta dig myself an exit. Okay, there we go. Since now we got a little way around, now I just gotta pay attention to that. Okay. Oops. Actually, you want to hear something funny? Yep. The end of last week, on Friday, I popped a blister on the front of my index finger. Right on the spot where I always hit my trigger button on my controller. I have actually played my controller enough to cause a blister now. Okay. Now Padre's got to start thinking, ooh, am I playing games too much now? I'm starting to get blisters on my hand from playing games. Holding onto my controller. It's like going, okay. Am I gonna get like mouse elbow or something soon, or it's like wired tinnitus? Cauliflower ear because I wear headphones? It's like, oh man. Then, of course, you tell any of your regular friends that aren't, like, massive gamers and stuff like that, going, yeah, got my first controller blister, and they're like, dude, you need to, like, stop playing video games and, like, actually do something else. It's like going, but I can't. I'm a streamer now. Gotta play games. Can't just sit here and talk, for God's sakes. Heck, if I did that, I'd have to change my stream name to, like, Complainers Anonymous, for gosh sakes. Yeah, it wouldn't be Padre anymore. It'd be Death Metal Ben Franklin. That's one of my other stupid nicknames. But and then I'd have to talk about politics all the time. Oh, God, I can't stand politics. Even though I always try to rile up my brother Andy. I mean, the dude's almost 40, but yet, because I'm the oldest brother and so on and so forth, I still treat him like he's like 18. It's like older brother prerogative. But actually, it's just older brother being a dink. Yeah, I was that kind of older brother that picked on his younger brothers until they actually pushed back. Because that's what my dad was like. My dad was going to tickle you until you finally freaking, made him stop, basically. Pushed him off you or, things like that. So it's like I was the same thing with my brothers. It's like going, yeah, all right, I'm going to pick on all yins until, you actually, fight me back. Because, fighting off dad, that's one thing. Come on, he's 50 years old, stuff like that. Fighting off your 20-year-old older brother, oh, totally different story. Hey, 911 Princess, how are you doing? Yeah, I was just telling a few stories about, me being, the bully older brother, things like that, picking on my brothers, and I still do, and stuff like that. Just telling Megajoy there about how, I was the kind of, my dad was the kind of dad that he was going to tickle you no matter how old you were until you made him stop, basically. And I kind of turned into the same older brother as I'm going to pick on you until you make me stop or push me back or, prove to me you're a man, stuff like that. So, oh, believe me, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I mean, I was the 325-pound offensive tackle, played football for 4 years kind of guy, and my brothers weren't. So, like, in my prime age, let's say 18, 325 pounds, a lot of pudge because, yeah, you can't eat that much pizza without getting a lot of fat on you, but, lifted weights for 4 years through playing football in high school and things like that. And, heck, I could even, at the high school I was at, you could even take, weightlifting as a class. So it's like, let's just put it this way. Let's see, when I was 18, my brother John would have been 16, my brother Andy would have been 13, my brother Joe would have been 11. So pretty much Let's Rumble is a normal thing that happened. I was the kind of guy that would play like sandlot football games and spot somebody on my back for the other team because, I'm so much bigger than everybody else. It's like, I was in that thing of, like me and somebody else versus six of you. Because I was just crazy enough to go right through the middle of the whole pack. It's like going, okay, yeah, you want to try and stop me? Good. Try and stop me. And yeah, my brothers suffered at the hands of me and the backbreaker and, the whole wrestling thing and so on and so forth. I still get a little bit guilty whenever I hear my youngest brother talk about, back problems creeping up on him again. And I'm like going, oh, shoot. Yeah, that was probably me when he was in his formative, 11, 12, 13, getting continuous backbreakers being done to him by me. And I'm not talking about like the WWE backbreakers and nowadays. I'm talking about the old WWF. Flip them over, put them over your shoulder, and just start bouncing them up and down, sticking your shoulder into the middle of their back. Yeah. Those old style backbreakers, yeah. Yeah, there was actually only one guy that kinda went head to head with me, even though he was about half my size. His name was Dave. He ended up being one of my buddies, but yeah, he was like a 150-pound ball of hyper energy. He's the kind of guy that would like leap past you, grab onto a tree, swing around it, and tackle you from the leap he'd get from the centrifugal force or whatever that he'd get from swinging around the tree. It's like, yeah, it's like when we met, it was like a head-to-head smack, and we're both laying there on the ground like, hey, I'm Beef, I'm Dave, all right, me and Dave versus everybody, you know, stuff like that, so. But yeah, he was all of like 5'6" and 150 pounds. You know, he's one of them guys that would leap at you, and he had a leap cry that he would do, bah! You know, something like that. You know, it's like. Oh, sorry to hear you're still not feeling good, 9/11. Is it any better than it was yesterday or the day before? You know, this guy, you know, eventually I started gaming, you know, D&D gaming and stuff like that with this guy. And he's a psycho gaming than he was. You know, if it got too boring in gaming or too quiet, he would leap over the couch and tackle people, you know, that are sitting on the couch, you know. It's, you know, yeah, there was no limit to this guy's hyperness. Well, 9/11, how long do you have left that this is going to be causing you problems this time around? Whoa. Ah. Well, sorry to hear that. But, well, I guess you could say at least, you know, there's going to be somewhat of an end to it, at least temporarily. Now, if it was like what I was like when I was a teenager, I had chronic migraines. Usually at least 4 to 5 times a week, I would end up with a migraine. I used to actually have to kind of overdose myself with antihistamine to get myself to get into like a, I don't even know what to call it, like a nap mode or something like that. Yeah, it wasn't a healthy thing to do at all, but yeah, for some reason, if I would freaking take like you know, 2 to 3 doses of the antihistamine, I don't know, I think what it did is it probably jacked my blood pressure to the point where I was passing out, and you know, which was probably harming me in the long run, but yeah, eventually they found the right medication to they figured out that my migraines were heart related. And once they started handling all the stuff kind of having to do with my heart in my mid-20s, yeah, my migraines went down quite often. And not only that is I had chronic sinusitis, so it would be like a precursor going right into a lot of my migraines. And once got me on the right antihistamine that could get a lot of that broken up and stuff like that. And yeah, I was just a head case for the longest time. I used to smack my head into stone, metal, whatever the heck I could freaking smack it onto, half trying to knock myself out and the other half trying to give me some kind of a pain that wasn't inside my head. Because that was the worst thing was, it's like, I was like okay with pain on the outside. Like, if I broke a finger, it was nothing for me to, mess with the finger and, put it back into place or whatever. Or if I dislocated a shoulder, getting that shoved back into place. But, when I got something that's inside that I can't actually touch or do anything with, drives me nuts. That's why the stomach thing that my blood sugar medication that they give me drives me nuts because it just gives me this sharp pain right behind my belly button and I can't do anything with it. Oh, let's see here. Alright, yep, need to get another shulker out. I'm one of them people that, except when I'm sick, like last week was, last week I bombed a whole mess of sleep, but usually I'm like a 4 to 5 hour a day person. If I'm getting 6 or 7, I'm like getting way overboard than what I usually get. And when I get 8 or 9 or anything like that, it's usually either A, I'm sick, or B, I'm going to wake up with a big old freaking headache. Oops, get back down here. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of weird things that kind of affect me. Things like that. It's like, even my smoking, my doctor says I have to, as I'm trying to wheedle myself free of smoking, my doctor told me don't go cold turkey because my body's been so used to smoking and my blood pressure runs now so low that if I dropped my smoking, my blood pressure would probably drop into a dangerous range. It's like going, okay, so he told me, ease yourself off, nice and slow, things like that. And it's kind of like the same thing with caffeine. It's like, he says, don't change it. Well, let's mess with your caffeine after we've gotten through the smoking. And it's like, okay, so last year I used to smoke like 2 packs a day. This year now at the same time I'm smoking only about probably not even a pack a day because I'm down to like 6 packs in a week, 7 packs in a week sometimes. So, and the biggest thing is that I don't want to get in trouble from my landlord because, they decided to turn these smokers' apartments into non-smoking on anywhere on the grounds. So, but of course in their view they want everybody to quit within 30 days. It's like going, yeah, no, that's not really going to be possible. I hate when they do stuff like this because they have no consideration for people that have to take a while to do it. And how many times, they just look at it as though, oh, the person, quits cold turkey once and then that's it. They'll never go back to cigarettes ever again in their life and all this other stuff. And it's like going, bull heck. It's like the last time I quit, as soon as my mom gave me, dropped on me information that she had cancer, it was boom, right back into a pack a day. Oh, alright. Yeah, witch, you can stay down there. The witch was out to get me. I notice I spawn witches down here now. Especially now that I got a witch spawner down here. Seems just a little weird that witches start coming out of the woodwork now. Oh man, I don't have nearly enough torches. I'm gonna have to make more. Good thing I brought some wood with me. Okay, let's see here. Gotta get... Yeah, so basically what I'm trying to do is wait until, maybe in a month, I'm waiting to tell my landlord about some of the problems with the apartment. I'm going to have to wait a month or two, try and get my smoking down a little bit more, enough to, the smell won't be as noticeable, because that's how they're going to do their detecting, is when they have maintenance people coming into the house and stuff like that. If they smell, smoke or fresh smoke or whatever, they'll report it. So, yeah, it's like, alright. Because I have found out what can take the smoke out, or the smell of smoke out, pretty darn good. Good old-fashioned pine sol. Breaks up all that stuff when we were cleaning walls and stuff like that. Because, of course, when you're in an enclosed space, smoking 2 packs a day, yeah, you start staining walls and all that, but, and so, we did a clean down in the spring, and it's like, yeah, pine sol just cuts through that stuff, man. I couldn't believe how much it does. Yeah, the thing that sucked when they changed it is that, under the previous owners, these were smoking apartments, basically. They were getting in people because, specifically they didn't have smoke rules. And then a new company buys them out, and then, gets everybody to sign new leases and everything like that, and then they dropped the no smoking policy. Pissed me off royal. But another thing that also helps me with my smoking is also streaming, so... because it just tends to keep me a little busier than even when I'm just normally playing a game, so it's like, so sometimes I end up not realizing, well, shoot, it's been an hour since I had a cigarette, oh my goodness, stuff like that, and then other times I'm still acutely aware of, oh yeah, I need another cigarette. The funniest thing is, most people develop their smoking habits when they're young. Stuff like that. I actually didn't start smoking until I was like 27. I couldn't stand smoking. Well, the one thing is you still gotta wash the walls though, because if you just paint over it, nicotine can bleed through a lot of types of paint. So you end up with this almost like seeping stainage that happens if you paint over them. And of course, yeah, I've thought about painting them. You know, we've washed the walls down once, and you know, I'm sure we're gonna do it again at some point. And actually, we figured out almost the best way to do it is actually to just use a sponge mop and like a paint pan. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, you just put some of the cleaning solution down in the paint pan, and you know, you might have to have another bucket just to rinse the sponge mop out, but yeah, just put some concentrated cleaner in a paint pan and just you know, touch the mop and then just use the mop to scrub on the wall. It was like going, wow, this works really good. It's just I wish I had a better back to be able to handle it. So I even got a lot of the stuff like off the ceiling doing that. It's like, but you got to be able to do it when you can keep the windows open and stuff like that. So, because that's a lot of moisture to be putting on the walls and stuff like that, especially like you know, if you don't have like a dehumidifier or something like that to take it out of the air, stuff like that. But whoop. Oh, hey, wow, all right, well, we got somebody, the Gordy Slasher. Don't know who that is, but you know, hey, obviously they stopped by and decided to do a follow. You are number 69. Number 69. It's like, dang, almost hit 70. It's like going, shoot, in a couple of days I might be at 75, and then I'll be like going, oh, hey, the Gordy Slasher just popped into Minecraft. I think that's just so cool sometimes, you know. It's like when you got a participation game, or you know, like this is, and stuff like that, and then you know, somebody stops by, watches your stream for a little bit, and then the next thing you know, they pop into the game. It's like going, hey, cool. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this kind of thing of, you know, for gosh sakes, popularity. You know, because I was, you know, until I started streaming, really, I was total shut-in. You know, I didn't like going out for anything. You know, I had this complex that, you know, people basically just kind of looked at me like I was a monster or, you know, something like that. And so I just wanted to keep myself out of the public eye as much as possible. And, you know, a couple of friends have kind of helped me through stuff, but boy, I tell you, you know, when I finally, when I opened up and finally just said, heck with it, I'm doing this and stuff like that, got the right software that, make this stuff work, and it's like, it's just so weird because it's like, it's like, now I can't imagine after doing this for a couple of months of, not streaming every day, things like that. It's like, now I'm hooked on it. Now even if it's just the thing where I sit here and talk to myself the whole time, it's like, I guess it's still talking. Even my doctor, thinks it, can see the drastic change in mood ever since I started this. So I guess in a way you could say that streaming is therapeutic for me. Sure, man. Hold on just a second. Let me head back to my base. I can get you a little space just off my claim that we can get you set up on, and you can call it a temporary home or a starter home or something like that. It's like going, yes, just give me just a second. Let me finish this row, and I'll hit my base, and you can take a look around the base and see if you want a starter spot. Let's see here. Let's pick up that. Okay. All right. Back to the base. Okay, so, all right, back at the base. I got a feeling I'm about to overwhelm somebody here in just a second. All right. I'm going to send you... Let me make sure the spelling of your screen name. Page up, page up. Yep, just the Gordy Slasher. Oh, hey, there's Megajoy. /TPA here. The Gordy Slasher. Alright, I think I got it right. Oh, hey, how you doing, Gordy Slasher? Welcome to my base. Feel free to take a look around. Got a lot of space down here, and let me get rid of a couple of things out of my inventory, and we can work on getting you a space down here if you want. But otherwise, yeah, feel free to look around. Don't attack the polar bear. He's a tough cookie, and I've already had a couple of people make that mistake. So if there's a polar bear that roams around here. He's a gift from one of the admins. So, but okay. Now let me open up my pack here and see about getting. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to open anything just because I keep my place technically locked up. Alright, come on. One of you guys have got to have a space in it. Alright, guess not. I'll just have to do this by hand then. Alright, cobblestone, cobble, 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 cobble. Okay, gravel. Do-do-do-do. Whoops. Get that put in there. Get the redstone shoved over here. Get that thrown up there. Throw away the charcoal. Or not charcoal, but the flint. Okay. And, okay, that emptied out my pack enough. So, alright, if you want to follow me for a second there, Gordy Slasher, I can kind of show you the little apartments that I kind of help people out with and stuff like that. I've got about 15 people or so that keep a little apartment around here. Basically what I do is I basically make them just off of my claim. So, it's like, here's one of them, stuff like that. It's a little 11 by 11 area, things like that. So, they can style it their own way and things like that. It's like, everybody's got their little thing, but, usually the front's usually all about, usually the same way. It's a door with 2 windows on either side. Yeah, Mega Joy is a regular feature around here. Stuff like that. So, he keeps an eye on things. Especially now I have to give you the... But if you're interested in a place like this, let me know. Let me take you over to my little rules board. And you can read over the rules. Stuff like that. And it's just a simple set of rules. It's nothing major. So, I just get, I've lost quite a number of new players to, they X-ray or they use hacks and things like that. And so I like to kind of just put ahead of time, hey, don't do them, things like that. And so this is the little rules board. These are just the Padre rules. So just give them a read over. But yeah, I've had a couple of people get in trouble at school and stuff like that because they'll sit there and try and watch me on, during school hours and stuff like that, or they do it on a school computer and get in trouble. So yeah, I'm really mostly serious about this sign right here that's education first, peeps. Do your work, do your homework, whatever it is. There's time for Padre and, hanging around on Minecraft afterwards. So... Alright, you think you want a place here, or do you want to just kind of go out random on your own? Ah, gotcha. Okay, no problem. Let's see here. Let me get a shulker. Do-do-do-do. Alright, I guess I'll just have to make a shulker. I don't have an empty one right now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoops. Gotta make it. There we go. Alright, let's see. Where am I at in my shulker coloring scale? Alright. Back to the gray. Alright. Yeah, get that right there. Yeah, I don't need that. I got the command, man. /WB. Bring it up. Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Sorry about that if I was like gabbing on and on and on while you were like actually on the phone, dude. Let's see here. Let's get some... And we'll throw some dark oak planks in there. Why not? So yeah, you'll just have to let me know if you actually, want one of these apartments. We'll go find a space somewhere here and... do. Oh, dude, I do not charge rent, man. You know, this is basically like an offer for, you know, for the most part, it's my streamers mostly. So, you know, it's just sort of a bonus thing that I do. You know, if you want a starter home around here, you know, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's nothing big, nothing major. You know, not a big place. It'll be, you know, 10 by 10, stuff like that. You get some, you know, I always start everybody off with a little bit of this and a little bit of that and things like that to get them started off the bat. So, okay, all right, cool, all right. Let me get, one of the things I always do is get them set up with a bed, even though, you know, beds are, you know, pretty much useless on a server, but still, you know, place to lay your head down, so on and so forth, even though it don't work. It's mostly just to mark stuff. Okay, /WB. Alright. Alright, we'll throw a bed in there. Okay, so we got some wood, a little bit of iron, a few stacks of stone. We got that and that, and a bed. So, alright, that's a decent start up here. Alright, let's see. I think I am on the backside wall over here, over by my nether gate. So, let's head on over here. And I'll have to space you out a spot here. Okay, there is... I'm a Puggle's place. Let me see here. Actually, let's go right here, because there should actually be a tunnel around here somewhere. Alright, let me find out where the border is. Because I think I gotta go in like 4. So, hold on. Gotta make a stick. Now, one thing you'll need to do is make sure that you have got your gold shovel with you, because we'll use that to make a claim out. Okay, right here's the border. So let me get a little bit of andesite and wait a minute, hold on, was that my spot? Okay, nope. Okay, gotta do it right here. Oop. Alright, hold on a second. Alright. Whoa. Had some frame skip there. Okay. Let me dig out a little bit of space here. 3, so that's... Oh, we gotta go 1 for the window, then 1, 2, 3. Alright, let me space it to this side. And then I'll go get some glass and a door. And then the front will be set up. Okay, so okay, that part is set. Now I just gotta, well, where's my torches? Oh, I gotta make a few more. Hold on. No, I don't want 62. There we go, that'll work. Okay, now give me some sticks. There we go. Now I can put a few torches up. Okay, alright, let me stick a torch in there. And now let me dig down, because the wall will be the first spot. Okay, so this will be 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, now, if you want to pull out your golden shovel, we'll get you claimed up in this spot. So yep, go ahead and get your golden shovel that you should have gotten right at the beginning when you got here. Go ahead and arm it up. Stuff like that, like you're going to use it. Now you're going to I think it's right click on basically this square here that the indent's made out of. So if you click there, it should like turn it into like a diamond block or something like that. And that'll show, no, not there, inside the little alcove. And then go to the opposite corner and then click inside the little alcove. And should make a claim. Alright, you might have to do it the other click then. I can never remember actually which one it is, but basically you should get some chat language saying that you're starting to make a claim and stuff like that. Alright, so no, it doesn't look like it got made. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so okay, alright, give me your gold shovel. I'll claim the spot and then trust you to it. Yeah, because for me it's a left click, so for you it should be right click. There we go. Alright, now if you want to hit /trust space, then put Padre El Daddio, then that way you'll trust me onto your thing, and then, you know, if you need some help from me to, you know, beating down some stuff or, you know, hacking walls down, stuff like that. Otherwise, I will get your shulker out and get your supplies started here. And let's see here. Alright, now let me go get you a door and some windows. And get a sign up here so we can, you know, mark who lives here. And whoo, I was sprinting pretty good there. Okay, mixed wood stuff. Let's see. Let's go with a spruce door. And let's go get some glass. I forgot to get a... Oh, I grabbed all my doors. There we go. Get a couple of torches up here. Alright. Now, let me go get a... Well, heck, I can just make a sign. Do-do-do... /WB. Alright, let's, one. Nope, I need to make some more. Planks. Okay. Now, let's see if that'll work. Yes, it will. Okay. The Gordy Slasher. So, let's get out the signs. Wow, your name is actually so long. This is the first time I've actually ran into somebody's name that's so long. It won't fit on the one line. Okay, so I'll just have to go with the Gordy Slasher. Mystery Mansion. There we go. All right. Coolies. Let's see. Let me know when you're back from AFK or whatever, and we'll get you a slash set home and have you name your place so that you can teleport back in here. All right. Otherwise, yeah, we're getting the Gordy Slasher set up here. We're got some techno acts jamming in the background, royalty-free music. Check them out. Got a whole big old setup on YouTube. Other than that, it's like going, all right. Let's see, I dropped off my last set of shulkers, so I'm going to have to go get some more. Yeah, I'm about to give myself an exponential amount of cobblestone again. Since I'm mining again. Well, I extended the western mine tunnel. And of course, my eastern mine tunnel is, you know, out there 2,600 blocks or whatever. So, that's got all sorts of possibilities on it. And then I found that big monster of a freaking machine that's just off the coast by my base. It's like going, whoa, did not know that was there. Yeah, this Agent A005 or whatever the heck his name was. That's my neighbor. It's like going, wow, I didn't know he had one of them freaking spawn machines. Whatever you want to call them, where they, you know, it looks like a razor blade from underneath because it's got, you know, like the jagged sides where the water washes the spawns off. It's like, wow. It was huge. But yeah, something crazy was going on with it because, man, it was lag city. My frames dropped way low. Some points I was getting down to like 20. And when I'm in a cave and stuff like that, man, my frames will get up into 300 something sometimes. You know, it's like here in my base, it'll kind of range anywhere from like 50 to 150. You know, of course, it all depends on, I guess, on what I'm looking at or how much distance there is. Stuff like that. But, you know what I should have did? Every time one of these new people showed up on here and got an apartment here, I should have put what number follower they were. That would have been kind of neat. But, yeah, it's like, look at anything that's got redstone or anything in it, or pistons, and my freaking frames drops like mad. It's like go here in my base and stuff like that, and it's like if I look that way, you know, yeah, 40 to 50, sometimes 60. Then if I just turn around and look the other way, it's like 70, 80, 90. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the, you know, I thought it was all the flowing lava and everything like that, and I thought that would help by just turning it into, you know, glowstone blocks, but yeah, didn't work. So, I don't know what it is or how the heck. All I know is that flowing water was bogging up this one area that was just over here. So I took all that flowing water out, and it's like going, yeah, now I'm back up to 70, 80, 90. I was getting only 30 or 40. Because I had that, like, those AFK, 2 AFK bands that were going around here, and it's like going, you know. I'm still mad. I had Big Bubba Gummy the 4th, and I trapped him and then went to go get a name tag, and it freaking took him away. Thought I put a thing over here with name tags. Okay, I did. Big Bubba Gummy the 4th. Yeah, it's like all I did was just basically just go to a chest, use the anvil, ran back over here, and boom, they had him despawned already. It's like going, wow, that was fast. Because usually if I put anything in that cage, it usually stays. Okay, cows are there, so I think I'll go get some wheat and feed the cows again. Got to start getting some leather flowing in here because I got a ton of paper. Okay, where's my wheat? There we go, that'll be enough. Alright, let's go feed the cows. Hey cows, how y'all doing? Hey, how about you and you? And then how about you and you? And yeah, and you maybe? And then how about maybe you and you? And how about maybe like you and maybe you? Or, you know, and then you and maybe that one. Or maybe that one. Or that one. Or, like, yeah. Alrighty, well, there we go. There we go. Half a dozen baby cows. Yeah, next one's gonna be big. Next one is gonna be a big one. Okay, so used 13. Alright, let's go get that iron and gold baking. Whoa, alright. Got a spasm in my neck. It's like, whoa, settle down, muscle. Okay, let's go put my doors back. Oh yeah, gotta put those all-important diamonds away. Yes, sirree, Bob. Oops, yeah, totally walked past it. And it's almost 2 stacks. Should be able to get another half stack in the interim here. Whoops.
keep your music playing in the background. Take your songs offline. Listen to it all ad-free. All your music, no interruptions. YouTube Red. Start your free trial.
Alright. Oops. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four more shulkas. Oh, these are gonna all be pink. Okay, pigs are still decent. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, I gotta go get torches. Do. And that was torches. Alright. Slash. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that I had gotten quiet. It's like, oh goodness, shoot. I was just sitting here chilling to the music. I mean, it's not great stuff, but it's, you know, it's decent. Some of the singers on it are a little iffy sometimes, but for the most part, it's all instrumentals. Whoops. Went down the stairs. Okay, there we go. Alright. Oh wow, I need the shulker again. I guess so. Oh, didn't even know my button was pushed. Well, I guess I've been talking for the past who knows how long with my button pushed on mute. So, all right. Well, Padre's gonna go get some food, so I'll be right back. So, um, don't mind me. I was probably talking about nothing anyways over the past 20 minutes. So, be back in a few moments. Taven Card, how you doing? Getting all moved in there, Gordy Slasher? Alright, now I'll be back over there in a little bit, and I can show you where the community farm is, the community tree farm, enchantment tables that are public, stuff like that. Don't forget to hit /set home and give your home there a name. Well, /set home space and whatever name you want to give it. Oh, it's another Big Bubba. Come on, Big Bubba. Oh, come on, you Big Bubba. Yep, we got plans for you, buddy. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come on. Get around the corner, Big Bubba. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Keep it coming. Keep it coming, Big Bubba. Keep it coming, Big Bubba. I'm gonna get past that. Are you stuck? You're stuck. Alright, back here. Alright. We'll take the long way around. Come on, Big Bubba. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's it. Give me. Okay. Keep on coming, Big Bubba. Come on, Big Bubba. Come on, Big Bubba. There you go. Come on. Yep, hold on just a second. I'm capturing me a slime. Yes, you are Big Bubba Gummy the 4th. There we are. Big Bubba Gummy the 4th has been put in a cage. Alright. Just in case we need to later. Hey, Bubba. Big Bubba Gummy. Big Bubba Gummy. Alright. Okay, alright, now let me come over here and find you. We got a couple of different places where you can go mining at. I'll give you the tour of the facilities. Alrighty. Cool. Got yourself set up. Got some chests going. Stuff like that. Cool. Looking good. Looking good. Alright, whenever you're ready, follow me. Of course, nether portal. Growing a lot of greenery in the nether, so that's one source of greenery that you might find some stuff at. Otherwise, down here in the extreme corner, you will find enchantment table, public, free to use. Use it as much as you want. Then if you follow me down to the center point down here, public food zone, plus pumpkins, melons, stuff like that. And if you continue all the way through, back here we got the tree farm. Multiple kinds of trees and everything like that back here. Oh. For any extra things, we got a shulker right here, so if you want to throw seeds in there and stuff like that, that'd be where to put it. Otherwise, tree farm is back here. Please wait for saplings, replant, so on and so forth. Things along those lines. Okay, and then the two spots for mining for the most part. One's over by the nether portal where you were. I usually always try to leave this open. So yeah, this is available for mining. There's a second level too. Stuff like that. So there's one here, and then there's like pretty much one almost straight across. And so let's see if we just go about like this and around the cocoa stuff. Past the machine. And then this tunnel down here is about 2,600 blocks long, so feel free to go anywhere, any length, so on and so forth down this tunnel and start anywhere. So we've got a couple of what I call outer bands, things like that, you know, I'm working on other things and stuff like that. So otherwise, yep, feel free to pretty much mine anywhere you want. And then if you want to end up heading back to spawn so you can wild warp and stuff like that, or you can just hit /warp wild, and that'll basically put you anywhere out there in the world randomly, and you know, have fun. Let's see, what do I got here? I think I got another shulker I can drop off here. one's full. Might as well put the partial one out here too. Okay, well, for now, all right. Okay, well, we got a some decent stuff done today. Picked up another couple of followers, which is cool. Have I ever heard of the server Teldaris? Or Teldaria? No, I haven't. Yeah, why don't you tell me a little bit about it? I want. What's the matter? Huh? What's the matter, White? You got water. Don't know what you're meowing about. Huh? Now, is it other people have customized the mobs and customized the tools, or is it player customized mobs and tools? What you doing to him, White? Okay, the server customizes the mobs and tools. Okay, alright. Yeah, because eventually on here I'll end up playing some modded Minecraft. I usually play via @launcher, but yeah, there's some mods on there I simply love, which is, you know, like the more ores and the Tinker's construct with the big old smelting freaking forges and all that other stuff, and it's like going, oh man, love them things, where you basically go into a mine and you just got 20 different things you could mine. I mean, you can basically just settle down with one little mine and just sit there and mine it out. You don't have to go like searching all over the place and things like that. It's just like, you know, oh, just settle down with one little mine, you'll find everything. Then it's got nether ores and and there's like Pam's Harvest Craft. There's like 8 different mod sets for that one. It's like going adding all sorts of different things. My daughter likes that one because of all the stuff you can farm. I like some of them just because of the berry bushes. I'll go make berry bushes, and then if you get Pam's Harvest Craft and you get a juicer, then you can make, you know, basically almost right at the start of the game, you can basically be making, you know, 2 heart you know, a two-heart food by making juice. And then I mostly like Tinker's Construct for the big hammer, the big, you know, the big excavator and stuff like that. That instead of clearing out a one block, you know, every time it mines, it clears out a 3x3 section every time. Or if you use the axe, all you got to do is chop the trunk and the whole trunk. Then, you know, basically it instantly chops down trees. And then you get all the extra ones to make trees bigger and stuff like that. That's when that tool comes in really handy, is when you get some big trees and then just all of a sudden chop on it and then bam, the whole tree goes. Except for them gigantic like 10 by 10 redwoods that they make that are like above cloud height and stuff like that. Oh man. Trying to get all the wood from one of those is just plain ridiculous. I one time spent a couple hours trying to get all the wood out of one of those big huge trees, and then of course the ones that expand all the trees, you know, where you get, you know, ebony wood and all these other ones. You know, I love those things that add so much stuff to the world and things like that. And of course, the other thing I like about Tinker's Construct is the other materials. You know, if you want to make your hammer out of flint, you know, go right ahead. Want to make it out of paper? Go ahead. You know. So yeah, it's alright, well, I am going to sign it off for now. I work nights, so yeah, I sleep during the afternoon and the first part of the evening, usually up around 8 o'clock. Sometimes I get on Minecraft at night. Sometimes I even stream if it's that boring. But otherwise, take it easy. Have fun, Gordy Slasher, getting started. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.